just going to sit here right now. I'm actually crocheting while I'm waiting for y'all. See if anybody's going to be on tonight. I see one person. Hello, Agnes. Hello, Robin. Hello, Dirt Roads. There y'all are. I can start to see you now. I have a lag really bad in our internet system, it seems, since we had the hurricane come through. Hello, Nancy. Good evening, honey. Let me put this down, y'all. I'm almost done. I had to start over on this one. I think this one's a much prettier style crochet for a dishcloth, so this should be done next week. I got so much going on, so hopefully we'll get this done so we can do this. Heidi, hi there, Carrie. I'm driving, but I am listening. Heidi, you be careful while you're driving, honey. Hello, Tracy. Bless your heart, y'all. We had someone on the tractor and wanting to tune in, and now we got someone driving. Y'all, you warm my heart, but you also, just like family, you worry me. But I love you just as much. Yeah, I am actually looking to get this towel and pot holder set out next week. So look forward to that, guys, because if that would be the case, I'm going to set a date when the drawing will be, and I will let you know. I'm going to give plenty enough time for everybody to put their name in, and we'll go from there. Hello, Tina. Wow, y'all. Good evening. Wow. This is a blessing. And yes, we are okay. We did have a hurricane come through. The thing it wasn't as bad as we expected it to be or thought it would be. As a matter of fact, we got some really sad news out of it. We have been in a drought since June, and sadly, we learned that all that rain that we had just wasn't enough. I have a Jamaican sorrel plant that we had in a raised bed that turned into a bush. It needed to be uprooted because it fell over from the storm. It's not something I wanted to do because this time right now with the roots and all, I hope it survives. But what we got baffled us is underneath where the roots were, the ground was completely bone dry. And then we get to the front yard, dig a hole, and that soil was bone dry. This is bad news. We are such a drought that all that rain did not even saturate our ground. So that was heartbreaking. Large powder, using it for starting chain of 52. Tracy, that's really cool. Thank you, Robin. Heidi, I'm getting ready to drive home. Don't worry, I'm not texting and driving. Thanks for caring. You're welcome, Heidi. Like I said, I call this family visit time because that's how I see everybody here. You are family, and I'm nobody special. I'm just like y'all. I put one pants leg in at a time, just like all of you. I have real life issues just like you do. So I don't look at myself any better than you. Hello, Deborah. Y'all, I may have a photo bomb here shortly because Smokey decided that she wanted to come up here. Off-grid living. Hello, darling. We've had somewhat this morning, and then we had rain pretty much all day. It just wasn't enough. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, we're absolutely fine. We just basically have, it looks like fall with a lot of green leaves. It just, yeah, it's awful. Every one of our trees are bad. We're not getting any pecans this year, sadly. Everything is just dying out. Now, one thing we are having to watch is broken limbs. That happens quite a bit right now, and there's a lot of folks who have lost a lot of major heavy duty limbs. So we do need some rain. But that was our first hurricane for the season, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. If you hear a weird noise, that would be Sassy playing with her bone. Tracy, we were supposed to get cool air. I don't know where the cool air is, but we didn't get none. PA dry also. Deborah, you all keep an eye out because there's supposed to be another hurricane coming in from your side toward the Carolinas. I don't know much about it right now, but you may end up with one also. So just keep your eye out, darling. Hopefully, if you do, it'd be enough to not cause damage, but at least to get your ground soaked up. We went out there looking for water puddles like a normal heavy rain, and we didn't find one, and we found that to be unusual. Dirt roads, yep, that rain that you got, darling, is the same thing that we've had. It sat for a little while, it just wasn't enough. That was devastating. So, caption for the week. What did everybody enjoy this week on the channel, and what would you like to see coming up? If there's any special fall things that you would like to try. Robin, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I am. I love pumpkin spice. Do you know if we can butter beans in chicken broth? We like the Glora Foods brand. They seem to be in a broth. Okay, off-grid living, I would say you could. However, be very cautious of what kind of broth you use, because whenever you're canning, if this makes any sense, many people will try to even do sausage and stuff like that. The reason it's not actually, even though you can can meat, don't get me wrong. And like I said, everybody's kitchen is theirs. I'm not telling nobody what you can and can't do, but I will warn you. Just like sausage with the nitrates and all that, you've really got to watch not having that in it, because just like even in broth, the salt in these items will enhance in your canning and will make things exceptionally salty on you. So be very cautious of what kind of broth that you use. But there's no reason why you cannot use a broth. No. You can use water or broth. Either one, it doesn't matter. Just watch the salt content, that's all. And it's still pressure canning, just so you know. Dirt roads, you're talking about the one from yesterday, the Israeli couscous salad. You're welcome, Off-Grid Living. And if you really wanted to go an eccentric to make it better flavor, make your own broth. It works great. Tracy, I love, okay, Dirt Roads, I got you, babe. I'll do that one next week. I've got some couscous left over yet. Tracy, that's awesome. And you're going to find the taste different from canned, store-bought to homemade. Puree tastes so much better. Jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, don't use the big ones. The jack-o'-lanterns have very stringy texture. They do not puree well. You want to use the small ones. Dirt Roads, you're welcome, babe. Robin, I use homemade broth and do not pre-soak beans. Okay. I use the homemade broth if I use it too. Now, I will say, I don't pre-soak them overnight, but I will do the process of cooking them, boiling them for a certain amount of time, shutting it off for an hour, and going back for 30 minutes and then canning it. I have found that my beans, they're not mushy and they actually have a good texture. Aha, Tracy, so you know what I'm talking about. Should I check for a razor blade in my candy? Thank you, Robin. I love you, girlfriend. Thank you, Denzel. Robin, you're my gal. Y'all, Robin is just one. We've got two moderators, and she is one of them. And she is up on this. When there's a troll, if you see it gone, you'll know. Kavan, we'll just put it this way. Some questions I don't think I need to answer. It's common sense, okay? So we'll just leave it at that. Robin, meet Denzel. Denzel, meet Robin. I'm needing to can more chicken, breast and thighs together, deboned. The best flavor ever. Yes, absolutely. And I would add, some people wouldn't do it, but I do. I like adding the skins to the onions because that's where the darkness color comes in on your broth, if you want to know the truth. The skins to the onions, if you wash them and add it to your broth, leaves this beautiful golden color to it. It also leaves your flavor. Garlic is amazing. Add some carrots, some celery, and you got an amazing broth. A little bit of bay leaf, some peppercorns, and leave out the salt and leave it at that, and you've got an amazing broth. Hello, Tom. Hopefully, Dirt Roads, that helped you. I also have hello, Melissa. I also have the Mediterranean, yes, acorn squash recipe coming up this week. Everybody's okay, Robin. Everybody's back to their life as it is, so it's been a little chaotic, but yeah, everything is back to normal. You're welcome, Dirt Roads. Hello, Scent22. Dirt Roads, I'm glad to hear that because this one here has sausage, it has cranberries in it, it has a really nice fall scent. 22, it's going to be easier for me to say it by your handle name on the channel than your name, it looks like. So Robin, I don't know if he was actually legit or not. Some people, we are starting, just so you know, darling, we are starting to get people from different countries now coming into the channel. So let's try to give them a chance first before we knock them out. I love that girl, though. 25 chickens to do. Good evening, Deborah. Let's see, we save everything to make broth and add flavor. Nancy, that's awesome. Are you going to be doing more soups? I'm ready for fall. Yes, Melissa, I have a whole lot more soups. Thank you both. Denzel and Robin is who I was talking to at that moment. Solidary, hello, darling, hello. Have you ever crocheted edging on printed flower sacks, dish towels? Tracy, no, I've never had the opportunity to do that. Yes, off-grid living, I did do some recipes with orzo. And I also am going to teach you how to make homemade orzo from fresh milled flour or regular flour. Either one, it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you all how to make homemade orzo that you can put in your freezer anytime you want. Tina, that's awesome. I'm actually looking to get us some hamburger because the one product we have on our shelf every year we go through super fast, and that is homemade chili. That is great for the evening or for winter. Okay, this one, gaming. Hello, gaming. Yep, I got you. FRZ Gaming, I got you. Hello. Have you ever tried to dehydrate? Melissa, no. I didn't even know you could do that, honestly. Tried Tracy, that's interesting. I've never really actually had the cloth to do that. That is actually interesting. You're talking about burlap material? Cool, Tina. I never thought about taco meat. Why didn't I ever think of that? Yeah, we grow garlic for the first time. It's drying now. Can you give a quick rundown on drying, please? Do you slice and dry, or do you dry your garlic? Thanks. Okay, Dirt Roads. That's easy. Tracy, Dollar General. I love Dollar General. Thank you, 13. Okay, Dirt Roads, your question. Dehydrating garlic. Yes, you can. I found that I chopped it last year and I sliced it. The easiest way that I had was slicing it. That way it dried to where I heard that snap. My dehydrator, I set it 135. It took about 24 hours overnight to dry. When I heard the snap, let it cool down, and then I used just a regular coffee grinder, and that's what I made garlic powder on. Just that simple. But slicing it, I had better dryness out of them. Okay, Tracy, I get it now. Yes, I never thought of that either. See, y'all are really cool. I told you I don't know everything. Solidarity, it looks like we have a lovely evening tonight with all the family. Hopefully these are helping. And I will tell you, yeah, I like that. Got you. I will tell you the flavor of the garlic. Be very cautious. I didn't know the first time I started drying garlic. It was amazing. Every time I opened that canister, it was a good, powerful smell of garlic. So I used it like store-bought. Don't do that. It is more potent and stronger than what you will get at the grocery store, and a little bit actually goes a long way. So test it first and go from there, if that makes any sense, because you've got pure garlic that's enhanced with flavor. Melissa, me either, darling. Hello, Lisa. I have beans ready to be canned in Rotel. I have beans ready to be canned myself, but I'm waiting until it cools off. Thank you, Tom. Actually, we got our whole house like this. It looks kind of like a mini lodge. Solidarity, I did too. And honestly, this heat was messing with my canners, and I can't have that. So I put all canning aside until it starts to cool off outside anymore. I remember you said I was... Yes, dirt roads, it actually is. But like I said, you test it to your ability and what your flavor is and go from there. Now, sometimes I actually love garlic, so it doesn't bother me. I actually add what the recipe calls for, but some people don't like that much garlic. Solidarity, I'm glad you came on here, honey. He does, but I mean, it makes me feel good. Not too many people are used to seeing homes like this these days. Yep, I get it, y'all. Like I said, this heat messes with my canner and it just frustrates me. And then I get blown out jars, I get lids popping up. I got tired of it, so I'm waiting. Do you pickle garlic? Off-grid living, no, I have never pickled garlic. Actually, I was hoping to get enough green beans because I wanted to try some dilly beans. I've never had that either. So far, though, I've got to wait. Hopefully the temperature is going to change where I can get my secondary row of green beans we planted coming in so I can at least try dilly beans. But no, I have never pickled garlic. I'm glad y'all came in. And off-grid living, even my brother said they're really good. I have never had that. Do you eat the pickled garlic? If it was in pickles, yeah. I've eaten them before. I've actually eaten olives with garlic in them, and I actually like it. When I make my charcuterie boards for Mediterranean style with the hummus and all, I get olives with garlic in it, and I like it. It's just fermented garlic, basically. Yeah, I was going to sit here and crochet, but I can't do that with you. Yep. I tried pickled garlic at a nearby farm today, but I passed. Gonna have to go back and give it a try. Tom, please do. I mean, actually, it's good now. I'd be cautious about how I use it in certain dishes now. Salad, like tuna salad, egg salad, that would be great. Eating it on its own would be fine, but mixing it with maybe an earthy meat depends. Just be very careful in flavor balance. Think of garlic, pickled garlic, like you would pickles, and you'd know what to compare it to and what not to compare it with. Deborah, those olives are like, I can never keep my fingers out of the jar. Tracy, I was going to, but I can't seem to pay attention because I'm actually watching the family, and so I want to be able to communicate with you too. And as coordinated as I really am, I tend to OCD sometimes too, so I can lose track really easy. So I just decided to put the crocheting down so I can pay attention to my family. I love y'all, that's all. And I feel if we're going to be together as a family, we might as well enjoy each other that way. So I put all work down aside right now. Thank you, Robin. We have grown a little bit, y'all. We are starting to come back down again, but we have grown, and I am blessed by that. I'm really hoping we grow more, but you know what? If we don't, I am embracing this family that I have because I love y'all. I do very much. Tracy, many of you are, and so I'm going to try to do this every Friday. I made sure, I told family they wanted the grandkids and all tonight, and I said no, because I wanted to be with you guys in peace, even though my dogs are making a lot of noise. But to me, this is like, I don't know, we all get together, play cards, whatever, we chit-chat. Thank you, Melissa. That warms my heart, y'all. So I'm here just quiet. I've been canning all week and a little tired, but solidarity, I get it, darling. I have actually had my grandkids. I get them every day of the week to take them off to school. I'm up early in the morning every day. That's why I look a little tired. But I get them all day and night, tomorrow night as well, so I get it. I'd rather have been canning, if you want the truth. My husband's got this little sticker on the back of the truck that says, rather be fishing. I told him I'm going to borrow that because that's exactly how it feels sometimes. Janie, oh my gosh, hello darling, from Norway. That is awesome. See y'all? This is amazing. See, I feel like I travel and I don't even move, but I do have my bucket list, and I'm actually trying to see if I can do that. I've been through a lot of things in life, so why not? Hello, Patricia. Melissa, we've had no rain since June, and like I was saying earlier, it was so bad when a hurricane came through. There was no, our ground was still dry when we dug it to put a bush in the ground. That bothered me. So I understand what you're talking about, honey, and that is hard on a water bill as well. But don't stop, because if you want any crops, you're just going to have to keep going just like we're doing. Now, I am using a rain barrel. That may be something to think about for all of you, but our rain barrel is watering our trees right now. Agnes, that's cool. There's a saying that you can't pick your family, but we are. Deborah, that's cute. Aw. Retired and loving it. That makes me happy. So, are you a miller? You got Kamut. Oh, darling, I have some stuff for you as well. Kamut, you can make homemade couscous from that too, and orzo. Yes, if you're a miller, I will make some of those videos coming up for you too. Let's see. Welcome to my. Thank you, Denzel. Platinum's the most in the world. Hello, Carly. Clara, no rain here in northern New Mexico. It's like a dust bowl here. Yep, Clara, that basically my husband went and mowed the lawn, and that's exactly what it was like here. It was sad, really, really sad. So I am feeling you all. Really, I know what you're going through. Tom, yep. Sure do. Lots of mulch and maybe wood chips to try and hold solidarity. I actually have some straw that was given to us, so I am going to be, I'm going to be putting that in the raised beds. Retired and loving it. Are you saying you're type 2 and taking metformin, right? Am I understanding this? Don't mind the smell. Solidarity, I love you. Okay, so Kamut is going to be your best friend. Honestly, you can use Kamut to making your own homemade pastas. I actually do that with hubby. I've also found that really any of the I have found out that he has been able to have the soft white wheat, the hard white wheat, anything that is fresh milled in bread sources, he's been actually able to use it. There is something about the grains that actually break down slower than anything from commercial flour. My guess is it's because of the brand that's in the mill. So that is something to think about. Don't just stick with one. You can use ancient grains also. So, but Kamut is going to be your best friend if you like pastas, because that's the sister wheat to durum, and durum is not your friend. Durum will go straight to your blood sugar. I'm afraid of bugs with mulch. Melissa, the only thing I'm afraid of with the mulch and the hay basically is we get really bad ants, fire ants. Retired and loving it. Thank you, darling. Like I said, I am fixing to have some new. Now, I do have a recipe that came out and a video step by step how to make your own couscous. You have Kamut. Go back to that video. I encourage you and make your own. It's a pasta form, but just in little tiny pearls. You're welcome, darling. And just so you all know, like I said before, I don't only just add milling. I do think about you too. So I'm versatile on both sides to help you all out to be able to do these things as well. Could you make pumpkin soul sometime? Deborah, I'm not sure I've ever heard of that. Soup. Yes, yes, I could do pumpkin soup. Yes, actually, I've done that one. It's like a bisque, and it actually is really good. There are some of them you can actually eat cold. Tonight, I'm just going to tell you all, I made a fish chowder. Well, it wasn't fish chowder, it was a seafood chowder that was out of this world amazing. It had scallops, shrimp, little red potatoes. It had cream, chicken broth. It was, oh my goodness, so good. Chives, dill, salt, pepper. It was really, really tasty. And in that kind of soup, you can add anything from whitefish, lobster tails, crab if you want it, whatever you want. It's just a seafood type of soup, chowder. And I actually like stuff like that, so it was good. But I have pumpkin puree now and also have canned pumpkins, so I can definitely make that soup for you. Movie Man, I did see your comment, and I don't use energy drinks. I'm sorry, hon. Off-grid living? Yes, living. Any kind of chowder with seafood is so, so good. Tom, it is good. It's like, oh my gosh, it's hard to explain. If anybody has had New England clam chowder, you can. Okay. Some of these comments, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Um, Melissa, actually, I'm not near as freshwater as you would think. Where we want to be, near the coast, is still 4 to 4.5 hours away from us. That's where I wish I was, because we have jack, tuna out here, all of that. And I would love to get my fishing pole in that water. Let's see here. Yeah, vegetable seeds, $1, 50% off. Tracy, that is an amazing deal. Seriously, they got rid of ours a long time ago. I'm surprised you could still get seeds. Friday night. Yes, off-grid living. This is kind of why, I'll be honest with y'all, for the longest time when you saw me leave, this is why I left, because we got so overwhelmed. I'm not doing it this time. I'm going to hold ground with you all if you're willing to hold with me. We're going to have this happen, and there's nothing we could do but what my moderators are doing right now, and I can't be more blessed and thankful for these gals. So they're doing a good job, and we're just getting through this. Unfortunately, as long as... I know, Robin. Thank you, sweetheart. You and Denzel both are doing an amazing job. We just going to have to keep doing this, because I'm not leaving my family for this no more. I like the lives. You all like interacting, and we're not going to allow any troll or whatever they are to come in. All it is to find a way to shut us down, and we're just going to ignore it. Let our moderators, they're doing great. We'll let them do their job. Y'all, I picked some really good ones. Let's see. I can't wait for late fall for one-pot meals. My favorite is homemade chicken and dumplings. Clara, I can have some of those type of meals too. Maybe not all Mediterranean, but I do have some like that. Actually, some that we can bake like that. And I've tried with chicken thighs, and it's amazing. From Rain Country has some info on the ways to go about dehydrated pumpkin. If you haven't checked your channel, Solidary, I'll have to check that out, because I've never heard of dehydrated pumpkin. I do want to do some sweet potatoes though, because the pups, I want to try sweet potatoes with the pups. Off-grid living, we actually like chicken and dumpling too. Dollar General is going to penny out any remaining seeds left next week. Clara, that's amazing. Take advantage of that. Melissa, the honey is, while we're just trying to keep our bees comfortable right now. It has been so hot. They're not really producing honey, and what honey they have, we're actually going to let them have it for this winter. Solidary, they are trying to, well, they're actually deleting the comments. Yes, Denzel and Robin, if you can, if they are really bad sayings or whatever, you can block and ban those people from coming on here. But remember, girls, Denzel, I think, I hope I'm not messing this up, but we do have people from other countries coming on the channel too, so give them a chance before we jump on getting everybody off. And I use leftover rotisserie chicken and chicken gravy. Tracy, that sounds yummy. Teriyaki chicken over rice and broccoli here tonight. Yum! Y'all! That's an Asian dish. That's yummy. Thank you, Robin. Of course, you girls are watching. You definitely got this. I love you too. We got a mighty team. Now, I actually have one of my corgis. He aggravates the fire out of me because I got him used to vegetables. Can you imagine what happens every time I go into my kitchen when I grab the celery, the sugar snap peas, or any of that? That dog is spoofed up under my feet waiting for me to drop him a vegetable. So I'm thinking the sweet potatoes are going to help me. Yes, Jeff, I am live right now. Jeff! Oh my God, I love that. Sorry, y'all. Jeff's my brother. That's awesome. Ha! That is so cool. My dogs love veggies too. Tina, these corgis are, they love their veggies. I've never seen anything about it. And talk about Jeff, they also love my brother's treats too. That's the only thing that we've got that actually has trained them very well. It was hot here too. Melissa, when it's super hot, when it comes time to cooking, usually, that was sweet, Robin. Usually we try to do something quick and easy, like maybe a sandwich or something like that. You got some mushy face coming your way. Ha! Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you. Y'all, I will say this, and that is if you are in the United States, Jeff, as you see, Jeff Larson, he has a company called Mushy Face. He actually has some very good dog treats that are far better. They're homemade. They are really, really good. And I can vouch for them. My dogs go crazy over their treats, and they're extremely safe for your pets. So you might want to look up Mushy Face and check them out. We had a dog when I was a kid that liked turnips right out of the garden raw. Off-grid living, these two here, my female corgi doesn't like them as much, but my male, oh my goodness, he's always up under my feet for my veggies. And sometimes I have to fight with him because he wants my treats or my vegetables I snack on. Melissa, I am going to encourage you. That is one thing. And not just because he's my brother, y'all. It is because what they make is seriously good treats. My dogs go crazy over this. Bob from Missouri, how are you doing, brother? I have not seen you in a while. Hazelnuts? Oh my gosh. That's so cool. We didn't get any pecans this year, but... don't forget. Solidary, yep, apple butter time. Let's see. Y'all are so sweet to my brother. Thank you so much. Our apples this year are very bare. Last year, however, they were overabundantly and still have apples coming. Actually, our drought, we have no pecans this year. We thought we were going to get some pears, and we started to, but I guess the drought has got the wildlife going crazy. We actually had every pear that was on our tree wiped out by squirrels. And now they're hitting the pecans, but the pecans ain't worth a flip. They are so small, shriveled up, and there is nothing, there's nothing left of them. Can anybody tell me what OnlyFans means? Because I don't know what they're talking about. I've never heard of that. Bob, that's awesome. Aw. Melissa, I don't think any of us did. Jeff, if you will look at Jeannie or Janie, Janie, if I'm saying your name wrong, sorry, darling, please forgive me. But there is something me and my brother will definitely, we love when I see you from Norway. We are Norwegian descendant in our family. So I thought that you would, oh, how do I say this? Jeff, help me. We both love our Norwegian heritage, and it excites me to see that you're from Norway. So I hope that explained it better and I didn't sound like an idiot. Thank you guys for telling me that, because I didn't know anything about OnlyFans. So thank you very, very much. I'm learning new things out here, y'all. Aw, Bob, I'm sorry. You got some awesome hazelnuts. Persimmons are amazing too. Thank you, Off-Grid Living. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ruby. Hello, darling. Melissa, thank you. Oh my goodness. Y'all, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. Robin, thumbs up to you, girl, for catching on to that and getting rid of it for me. And I hope you take somebody like that next time. Automatically, please ban them and block them from this channel. Y'all, thank you so much for letting me know. I don't know this stuff. Jane, I'll take that. Tracy, thank you all so much for telling me this. I highly appreciate you. I feel like I'm pretty dumb right here. Jeff, I figured you'd love that. Off-grid living, that is sad. Thank you, Jane. No, Robin, no boss. No, I'm no boss, sweetheart. Don't, no, we're a team here. No bosses. Gluten-free Patty, hugs. I've seen you once before, but I'm glad to see you again. Thank you. Nancy, they are amazing. We have great teamwork here. I honestly, Tracy, I didn't know. I don't really, look, I'm a country girl homesteader. I love to cook, and I'll go and do things from all over the country in my kitchen, but I don't get into stuff like this, so I'm not familiar with all of it. And honestly, I've only going on 2 years of YouTube, so I've really not been into technology all that much or online stuff like this. My brother finds it fascinating because he can see, this is weird for me too, because he can see his sister online like this, and knowing that, you know, how I interact with all of you, how we have formed a family and how we're growing, it's really special to see him in the family here with us, because he is my family as well. Let me turn this down, y'all. Turn that off, actually. Just heard about it. But Tracy, I'm glad y'all did that. Gina! Went to the hotel in Alabama, got off our cruise this morning, heading back to Texas tomorrow. Gina, I'm glad to see you're safe. I was thinking about you. There was another friend, there was another friend who is trying to dock in Louisiana, and they got pushed back. So I was worried about you, so I'm glad to see you. Let's see. Carrie, I have a whole new selection of pepper seeds to send you. Some are hot, some are perfect for. Okay, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hugs. Mwah. Had no service on the ship. I've been cruising once, so I get it. Yeah, but Bob, you do a lot, so you and Izzy do a lot. Just a baby still, yeah. Thank you, Tina, for that for her too. Someday in the future, we can Zoom together. Would love to see you all. Jane, that would be amazing. Monkey Wrench. Hold on. Monkey Wrench, you know me. You just mentioned something. Okay, y'all, hold on a second, because there is somebody here in this channel, right, or in this family right now, who knows me way back when we were trucking. And I was told way back then about starting YouTube. Now I'm curious as to who you are. Robin, it was actually mild, honey. We were expecting it to be a whole lot worse, but it wasn't. It was actually fairly mild. We did get a lot of rain. There was some tree damages, but we didn't get a whole lot of anything. Aw, Bob, that's cute. Gina, bless your heart. I know how that is. Some of the places we went to were really nice. That's why I'd love to go to Italy. Hello, Beth. Yeah, we're actually, every Friday that we come on here, we're actually growing bigger and bigger as well. I've been noticing that we're getting more and more people on the channel. Everyone make it through. Okay, so, yep, Beth, we sure did. Jeff, curious. So amazing. I'm so proud of her. She is really a wealth of information. She has a heart of gold, and that would give anyone her very last scrap of food. Okay, so that, yeah. Jeff, you know I'm live, right? Thank you. That meant a lot to me. I appreciate that. Whew. Melissa, I've never been on a plane. Oh my gosh, sorry y'all, my brother. Gina, oh my god. Aw. Bob, that had to be awesome. I love you too, Jeff, with all my heart. Thank you. We had a lot of rain, wind and rain, but only one limb. We good. Beth, I'm glad to see you're safe also. Our kids had a limb from their tree fall down. basically we had nothing but a bunch of leaves everywhere. So it looks like fall fell, but it didn't. It's all green leaves. I've never been to plane it. I don't think I want to. You know, I used to say that too, Beth, that I would never get on a plane. But let me tell you, I have been in a car and I have been in a big truck. Now, if you've been a truck driver at any point, some of the things you see out there in driving that rig is quite scary. So I will tell you, if I could drive a semi-truck, I can get on a plane. And I have been through other things in life I never thought I would make it through. And my brother knows this too, but I mean, being shot was one of them. If I could go through that and sit right here with all of you, I can get on that plane and I can fly to Italy. Thank you, Melissa. Been to Germany before. Lots of turbulence the whole way from New York to Frankfurt. I just try to look at things differently, Beth, in different situations, because I could be my own worst fear in life. In other words, is I could stop myself from being anywhere I want to be just by being afraid. So what am I afraid of? You know, so I got to give it a chance. We think people are braver than we are. Sometimes we never give ourselves enough credit because we don't know what we're made of. Okay, Jane, now that's one thing I could say. I might sit my seat in the plane, my butt in a seat, but I won't jump off. No, I'm not going to jump off of the plane. No. You're braver than me there. Thank you, Melissa. The girl sitting in front of us went to drink soda and hit the air pocket or something. Oh my Lord. Jane, I bet that was your best memory. That is actually an exciting journey you went on. Actually, Nancy, I've seen just about every place in the United States, believe it or not. Now, I've not been to Hawaii. We didn't go to all of them. But for most of all the states we've been, I'd like to see outside of the United States, and especially the Mediterranean, because now this is what's going to sound crazy, y'all. Why would I want to go to the Mediterranean? I'm a foodie. And you know this. I love to create. I love to cook. And food is my passion, which could also be my worst enemy, but, you know, I'm working on that. But there's just something about food. So I want to go outside of where I'm at. When we were truck driving, I made sure that I went in Maine. I tried the food out in Maine. I tried the food in New Mexico. So I tried different areas. Now I want to try outside of the United States into the Mediterranean to see what the food is like there. So basically, that's why my dream is what it is and my bucket list, because I want to see what it's like in the Mediterranean. Hello, Anthony. I've flown with people and with horses. Poor Bob. I don't know about horses, but let's go. First class to a small plane up 1,000 feet and got scared and dropped out. Aw, Denzel. You know, some things are just for us, and some things are not for us. I may find I might not like this. I don't know. But I won't know unless I try it. Tracy, exactly right. But I want firsthand opportunity to taste the food. You know, I'm always bringing you the Mediterranean. But can you all imagine if I actually, now picture this. Can you imagine what the videos would be like if your girl actually got to go to Italy, brought the Mediterranean to you straight from where I was, and then came back and we created so much together? Shoes are ready to grow and stuff. Now I do have a lemon tree, Bob. I serve alcohol. Melissa, actually, that's one thing I don't do, hon. Off grid, I've been on a commercial flight. I've been a little cedar plane, and our sign was in silver. Y'all have already been on places I've never been. Even Bob, you've been to places I've never been. But y'all are encouraging, so see, I've really got nothing to be afraid of. And I am actually working on that bucket list. I told my husband I want to try it at least one time. Jane, yes. I'm not sure when it will happen. It's just, my husband told me there was a point where, I actually like that. He told me, because at one point I gave, and I'll be honest with all of you, I gave up dreaming. And it's, for some reason, it scared my husband, and I couldn't understand why it scared him. And he looked at me, I mean, his face was white as a ghost, and he said, "You can't do that." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because if you stop dreaming, you stop living." Y'all, I never knew this. And so I had to come up with something, because I've had a lot of disappointments in my life, and to the point that dreaming really just, it didn't faze me anymore. So I understood what he said. And after I went through the journey that I went through 4 years ago, I decided to go ahead and think of one ultimate dream. So that's it. My one ultimate dream is go to the Mediterranean. Robin, yes, Christmas talk. I like Christmas talk. Y'all are so, you're such a blessing to everybody. That's it. I got my bottoms next month. They will make my permanent bottoms. Bob, I'm glad to hear this, and I'm glad that, are you comfortable through this? Are you having a lot of pain or anything? Melissa, God bless your family and your son. Deborah, same with you. Let's see, the four-seater felt like a yo-yo going up and down. Bigger jet wasn't just off-grid living. I can imagine. I know, Jane, they really are. It's actually, you know, growing up, I don't remember years flying like they're doing right now. And I don't know if it's something psychologically that we're all doing but our years are going faster. I can't believe we're already in the middle of September, almost October, and it just turned September. Beth, that's awesome. Bob, I'm going to tell you, it may be better without them, but I encourage you, don't do that. Get used to them, please. I beg of you, because if you do not, you'll never wear them, and that would be really sad. It took me a while, and you see me. I'm not ashamed. All of you already know that I've already gone through this too. I've had dentures put in. I'm not sorry that I went through the process. It hurt. But yes, yeah, please don't stop. Melissa, God bless you and your family. That was one of those that you paid for. Beth, sometimes, sometimes we could be a little bit too crazy when we're that way. Ruby, Mr. James is doing good. He's currently working at his new job now, hon. Beth, I've been to the Smoky Mountains and they are absolutely beautiful. And matter of fact, before living here in Mississippi, I lived in Tennessee, Decatur, Tennessee, which is between Knoxville and Chattanooga. So I know exactly where the Smoky Mountains are, and we've been there several times. I love what it looks like at Christmas time there. Sorry, y'all. I do always have something to drink because my throat gets really dry. Denzel, really? Melissa, that's great. I'm happy at home. Okay, so I could say I was too, but I don't know. There's just something. I guess it's because of everything that I've been through with cancer and everything else that I would just like to dream about going there just to see it, just to try it one time. Ruby, my father and parents were from Tennessee. Cool. Jeff, no, you didn't. Oh, no, he did not just do that. Okay, y'all, that was not fair. Oh my. No, Jeff, I owe you one. I've been to Clarksville, Tennessee. It is beautiful out there. Jeff, look, thank you. Thank you, Beth. He knew what he was doing when he did this. I owe him. I absolutely owe him one. Y'all, he's my little... Yes, Melissa, he's my little brother. I knew he was going to start this. Yes, I have never had raw oysters, y'all. I have this thing about texture on this. I tried to do it once and it just... Oh, no. And sushi, I've had, okay, California style, but never raw sushi style. So this is why he's doing this to me, because I really am struggling with... He's wanting to get together, and so... Jane, me and my brother were both going to tell you the same thing. We have tried lutefisk, and that ain't going to happen no more. Our grandparents, every Christmas, made lutefisk. Oh my gosh, Jeff, do you remember this? Little brothers always cause trouble. That's... Yes, you do. But that's the first time you've had... Oh, Jane, Oh my gosh, you brought the one thing memory that I know my brother's going to remember that. Beth, you know what I'm doing. Just don't chew. Robin, yes, Ludafisk. You do, I know you do. All right, y'all. Jane, help me out here. Me and my brother, yeah, everybody wants to know what is lutefisk. And only me and Jeff know what this is because it's been introduced to our family. Lutefisk yes, it's a jelly-like fish that is pretty much presented every Christmas time. But it's how it's presented. And if I'm not mistaken, Jane, you can help me. It has a lie to it. Yes, Jeff, agreed. There's lye in it. Now, you have to be cautious the way lutefisk is actually cooked and treated. But it is, some Norwegians love it, and some of us just don't. Oh my gosh. Grandma and Grandpa absolutely loved it, but we could not stand that stuff. What a memory, Jane. Jane, thank God you don't eat it. So I didn't want to offend you, so you just made me feel better. Oh my gosh. Oh no, give me raw oysters on a half shell. You know what, Bob? Personally, since that was brought up, I think I made myself a little stronger to try the oysters, because if I had to choose between oysters and lutefisk, oysters would be on my plate in a heartbeat. Hello, Karen. Good evening, hon. We're actually hanging out over an hour on here, but that's usually what happens when we get together. It's just we kind of forget about time, so I'm so glad that you came on here. Off-grid living, I'm afraid that that's going to happen to me. Solidarity, that's good, honey. I'm just glad you're with us. Nancy, you must be in the area where they have it too. Christmas dinner was always at about midnight. Grandma always killed Christmas. A house full of hungry, crabby kids and drunk adults. Ah, the memories. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my Lord. Y'all, I'm not going to say I'm sorry, because the two of us have some pretty strange memories. But thank you. Thank you for laughing with us, because this is our life. This is our memories. Thank you, Solidarity. If I'm getting loud, I'm sorry. I'm laughing because my brother, my little brother, actually is in the family with us tonight, and him and Jane actually are bringing back so many memories in our family. Some of them are crazy. We do have some pretty messed up memories, but it's something that him and I share, and we also share a kind of a closeness, and I'm thinking Jane is realizing that, in a heritage that we both absolutely love. Jeff, I love you too, brother. Whole bunches. We love pickled fish. Nancy, pickled fish is not bad. Honestly, I'll tell you what I love. Let's see if I can remember the name of it. It's pickled herring. I absolutely love pickled herring, but I will not touch lutefisk. And I really have a hard time with half-shelled oysters. So I can hear yes loud and clear. LOL. Don't be sorry for anything. Thank you, Solidarity. Beth, big families, yep. had smoked mullet today. Monkey, that was another one part of Norway. No, I don't think it was. No, that wasn't. That's Louisiana style, ain't it? Lampoon Christmas. Jeff, did you see Awkward Living's comment? Thank you, Karen. Oh my gosh. Awkward Living. If you would have been sitting in our life, that's exactly what it was kind of like sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness, that was good. Ew, Agnes, that's what I'm thinking of. Smoked fish, Tina. Now I could eat the hound out of smoked fish. Yes, especially salmon. No, Jane. No sheep's head either. Ooh, no. They ain't not me eat that too. Yep, no. No, darling, I'm with you. No. There's just some things we just don't eat. Yes, Beth. Robin, I can see that. Some of the things I will say, Norway is, our heritage can really come out to eat some pretty wild stuff. But at the same time, though, I understand why. Because generations before, they really couldn't afford much. So they created their own meals. And a lot of it had to do with the sea. I'm the baby of 5 and the only one on earth. Enjoy your siblings while you can. Ruby, I actually do love my little brother to pieces. I actually have a sister and a brother, and me and my brother have gotten really close in the last couple years. I'd give my life for him, to be honest with you. He means the world to me, so I understand what you're saying. Yeah, he may be my little brother, he may be taller than me, but he actually acts like he's my older brother. But I love him to pieces, and I wouldn't give up anything for him. The world can do what it wants, but I'd take my little brother. I love you, Jeff. Wow, Karen, that's a big family. Mullet is mainly used for bait. Yep, that's what I thought. But the locals here smoke it, and we make fish dip as well. Monkey Ranch, that's, I've heard of mullet, and so that's why I knew. I know they use it in Louisiana also for alligator bait. Hello, S. Sue. And no, Jeff, that wasn't to get back at you. That's honest opinion. Or, no, not opinion, just from the heart, darling. I do love you to pieces. Solidarity. Now, that is one, honey, I cannot say I've ever done. I did not know you can can bacon. But I'm going to trust you on that one. Some things I don't think I would do because salt intake and the nitrates can backfire on you pretty bad, so be careful. That's all I'm going to say. I know it's your kitchen, your rules, so, but I've never heard that, so you're going to have to let me know how that worked. Unless you're using fresh bacon from whole hog, that would be a different story. Actually, Ruby, in 2 months, I'll be 58. Oh my God, in 2 months, I'll be 58. Oh, no. Solidarity, that's interesting. I may have to look that up. I have never tried that before, so I'm going to look that up. Of course, I don't eat bacon a whole lot. That's quite a bit. That's enough to use in fried potatoes and stuff like that, too. You get family homeland to see where your grandparents were from. Sue, yes, I really have thought about going to Norway before, but I didn't know what the expenses would how that expenses on that would be. And I'll tell you, if I go to Norway, I know my brother right now, he will say, not without me, sis. So it would have to be a family thing if we did that. Yes, off-grid living, we are 1966 babies. Wow, Nancy. Jeff, hush your mouth. Well, he is just, he's just one of those, y'all. Have you ever seen the kid that goes, I'm not touching you? Right now, he's being that kid. He is a few years younger than me, Robin. Quite a few years younger than me. He's just letting me know about it. See, told you. Little brat. Y'all are younger. Deborah. Beth. Oh my gosh, y'all. Yeah, I seen you, Jeff. I seen you. Jane, so you're actually younger than we are. I'm just glad to be alive. Beth, honestly, ain't we all? Y'all are making me feel better now. I don't feel so bad. I have to say, though, life isn't bad. I thought it would be gloom and doom to be getting old, but when you go through changes in life, some things just make you very grateful. I still owe my brother, but yes. I was born in 1988. You are the baby, Solidary. Let's see. Heidi, my birthday's in November, hon. Denzel, see, y'all are babies. You are babies. Jeff, no, I'm not going to be that grumpy old woman that said, get off my lawn. No. You troublemaker! No! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, no! My brother, 496 kilos, my brother's off-grid living. Bless your heart. Still is weird. Nancy, this is true. Robin, I know, right? Sue, yes, I actually do have other siblings. I have a sister who's in North Carolina, and I have a brother who's actually on here with us. The gentleman you see is Jeff Larson, is actually my little brother. And that's why I'm fussing. He's the one that's coming in here, and he's the one I'm fussing at because he is my brother. So he is my sibling. I don't know if I want to claim him right now, but he's my sibling. Solidarity, I agree with you. All right, everyone, I'm out. I got a steak and Brussels waiting for me. Love you, big sis. Good night, everyone. Good night, my little brother. I love you to pieces, hon. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll catch you again. And thanks for being with me tonight. Beth. Bob, I guess I'm the only one. Bob, no, you don't. Love you. Yeah, that was cool. Thank you all very much. Yes, Jeff is my little brother, and he's my pride and joy, too. I'd do anything for him as much as I possibly could. And now y'all know that when you see him, you'll know that he's my family, and thank you all for loving him like you love me. That means a lot to me. I know when we get on here live, y'all, we don't really have actually a topic of sorts. We just more or less, let me know what you think about this, because we just more or less get together and we just communicate. We just chat. We get to know each other. That's what my goal is, that we create a bigger bond by doing this without any main topic. Jane, I'm the same way. I love family. So family life to me means a lot. I see so many families falling apart. Thank you, Bob. That was sweet of you, too. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate hearing this because, like I said, a lot of people may have a topic, and I don't necessarily have a topic. I just get on here because I want to know my family. I want to know you. And like me and my brother, as you all see the way we interact, I want that with all of us because we are, in some form, fashion, or way, we are family. God had created us to be a family. So, and it is everything, Tina, absolutely. Some of us, and I can almost say that there is a lot of us here tonight who don't even have family. And my heart breaks out to them. Some of them spend a lot of lonely time together and don't have anybody. So I want this to be the family they don't have, if that makes any sense. Bob, that's exactly what I'm saying right there, yes. All right, Nancy, thank you. So that makes me feel better to know that I may not have a topic, but we can all get together. I mean, it's almost as if we can get together like this, like holiday every Friday night. Okay, I'm in Dallas County. Thank you, Karen. Yes, Jane, I definitely will be. I try to make it every Friday. Now, if I'm not going to be able to make a Friday, I will put in the community section of the channel, and I will let you all know. So keep an eye on that. If there comes a time and something comes up and I can't make it, that's where I'll communicate with you. Jane, that would be amazing. Thank you, Robin. I was really surprised to see my brother, and honestly, to tell you all the truth, I'm quite honored the fact that my brother actually came on here because he is an extremely busy man. He's also a very successful man, and for him to be on here with me means a whole lot. He blessed me tonight, and he just doesn't know. I'm holding back big sister tears because he blessed me in a mighty way. Thank you, Deborah. Get these jars filled in the can if I can't get back to the Solidary, good night, darling. Don't work too hard. Canning is always going to be there, but I understand what you're doing to get it done. God bless you. Good night, and we'll see you next week. And same with you, Deb. Good night, honey, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Thanks, Jane. I'm a girl who doesn't have a whole lot, but I do have one thing, and that's a big old heart. Bob, what are you going to do with all those hazelnuts? It actually sounds like you got an orchard of hazelnuts. Which would make great stuffing. There's one I need to get a hold of, and that's chestnuts. I cannot find chestnuts down here in the South. That makes sense, Bob. Okay. I thought you sounded like you had an orchard, and I thought, well, maybe you sold your own hazelnuts. But that makes sense. So are you actually just growing the bushes, or do you collect the nuts for selling? Agnes, I do too, and I've not had a good chestnut in an extremely long time. Bob, oh my gosh, you got hazelnuts and chestnuts. If you get enough of them, Bob, let me know, because I may have to buy some from you. Hi, Melinda Carver. Robin Willis, yes. And actually, I can open up my wood heater and roast those chestnuts on an open fire. I got $8 a pound. Woo! Bob, that's a lot. But I understand. Good night, Karen. And I hope to see you next week. Yeah, we'll be shutting down here shortly ourselves, y'all. I just stayed on a little longer tonight because we all started working or interacting with each other, and it just started feeling comfortable, so I hung on a little longer tonight. Okay, so I see what you do now. Good night, Agnes. Y'all, this reminds me of the Waltons. And if anybody has seen the Waltons, you know exactly what I'm thinking of right now. Good night, Jane. Love you, darling. And thank you for giving me and my brother some amazing memories tonight and for sharing with us. That was super cool. And I really hope that we talk with you again. That was amazing. Love you, Jane. Robin, the knee is getting better, honey. I don't know if it's ever going to be the same. I do wear my brace, but I am walking on it. And honestly, I just can't afford to go to specialist. So that's for you, Jane. I just sent you a hug all the way to Norway. That was awesome. Yes, Beth, you hit it. You know, yes. Yes, you all know what I'm talking about. I mean, look what we're doing tonight. Thank you, Ruby. And that's what I want this to be. I want this to be able to where you enjoy the company, where you enjoy being with the family, where you enjoy just sitting here being with everybody. And you all are not just getting to know me, and I'm not just getting to know you. We're all getting to know each other. And this is what makes friendships. This is what makes family. And this is what I want from Parton's Heritage Homestead. Yes, Bob, you got it. Hello, Alice. Night, Mr. James. Yep. Good night, Off-Grid Living. Y'all are amazing folks. I cannot say how blessed I really am over and over. Tell Mr. Gillette. I will, Bob. I will. He'll be in here after a while, so I'll definitely let him know you said hello. Okay, Robin. Good night, Heidi. All right, y'all. I think with all this, it would be a good time to say good night. Good night, Tina. I'm going to go ahead and finish working on the set, the crocheted set. I will let you know this is getting ready. I should have this done this week to start going and doing the drawing for it. So we will come back. I'm talking about trying different foods. I'm hanging out for a minute, Nancy. Okay, Ruby, I'll do that. Good night, Melinda. My grandson is getting Nancy, that's awesome. And do yourself a favor. Enjoy this. Enjoy the opportunity of being with your grandson, the wedding. That is a blessing. That is awesome. And congratulations to you and your family. Good night, Beth. Good night, Danzel. Good night, Robin. Good night, Bob. All right, y'all. With that, we are going to sign off, and I will tell you much love from Parton's Heritage Homestead. We will be back, and hopefully we will see you again next week, Friday. Until then, y'all, catch us during the week, and we will meet again for another family meeting just to have fun and associate with each other. Love you all very much, and good night.